Hello everyone, this is the day 14 of the Integration Hub training. In this day, we are going to talk about the data stream in the Integration Hub. So what is the data stream? That is very important. We should know in the Integration Hub training. To talk about in a simpler format, data stream is used for the pagination. So what is the pagination? That we need to understand first. So let's understand what is the pagination. When exposing large data set through API, it needs to be provide a mechanism to paginate the list of resources. So let's say that you are getting 1 million of data. So you are getting 1 million of data from a server. What will be happen to get this 1 million of data? It might be happen the system got timeout. So because of this huge data, we recommend that to use the pagination method. So what is the pagination method? So if you see that SQL format, like we can use the select star from a product, order by ID and limit equal to 20 and offset equal to 200. What is this meaning? That we are going to fetch only 20 data, not whole data. We are going to fetch only 20 data from the index of 200. After that, we'll again query and maybe we'll query from 220 to 20 data. So this way we are going to get the data page by page. Instead of getting 1 million data at a single time, we are splitting that in multiple pages and we are getting the data in a page by page. So let's see in the right side another example. Let's say that you have a server and you have a client. So what you are requesting, that you are requesting a API called /product limit equal to 20 and page equal to 1. What will be happen? You will get the product count 1 to 20. Next time, once you get this data, you are going to call again another call /product limit equal to 20, but this time page is the 2. So what will be happen? You will get a products from 21 to 40. So this way you are keep changing the page count and then you are keep getting the data from a different set of data. Instead of use this 1 million data at a single time, you are breaking the data into 2, 3, 4 or divided up as many time as you want and you are getting that minimum data and processing. That will help you to not to actually time out the system. It will get minimum data process and again it will keep on getting the data. So this is we call the pagination. So with the help of data stream, we are actually do a pagination, and with the help of pagination, we are getting the 1 million of data to multiple pages and get the data. So let's understand one more time called what is the offset and what is the limit. So this is the another example. You can see this is the whole data we are getting. So maybe this is the data we are required to fetch from a system, but we will do that at a single time. We'll get this data and then starting time will be 0 and then our maximum data we are going to fetch that 20. So this way we are going to fetch first time this data. After fetching this data, we are again going to fetch this data. After that, we are going to again fetch this data. So this way we are going to split this whole system to 3 part or whole data to 3 part and we are getting the data. So this way we can split that basically. So this is the Postman tools. You can see that in this Postman tools we have put the resource equal to our server name, then /API/v1/user. So this, if I click the send button, this is going to be return me all the user. You can see this is the multiple user I am getting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. I am getting multiple users. So if I go back to my Okta tools and right now I have, if I go to the directories and peoples, I have 7 user at that moment. Okay, so this is the 7 user I have right now, you can see. And if I click send button, I am getting the 7 user at a single time. But what I want to be paged. So okay, so what I'll do, I'll put call limit here and I'll put that limit equal to 2. What will be happen that I'll get the first 2 user. So let's send that. Once I send that, you can see that I should be able to get 2 users. This is the first user and this user name is called ABC. The name is AB and this is the first user, and then second user is nothing but XYZ. So this is the second user. So I get 2 users. Now if I keep sending that, what will be happen? I'll keep getting the same data, but I only need ABC in the first call. In the second call, I need other user. So first I'll get that ABC user, then I'm getting XYZ user, but I also need other user through the pagination. I should go and do page 1, page 2 like that. Okay. How will get the second user? To get the second user, you can go to the headers. Under this headers, you will see that one links called after. You can see under this links you will get a after. This is the one. You can copy that and pass as a after. So you can put that after and then here put that value. What will be happen after the first after you get the first user? If you put this after and then put this value, it will give you the next user. So let's see that if I click the send and I get the next user called MN, and then I get another user called, you can see, YW. So I get ABXY MN YW. Now this is the 2 page. Now again I have to go to the header and then get this value, and so this value is called, you can see, 100 UFG3 T. This is the new value, after value. We can pass here and click send. What will be happen? It will give me another 2 user. So this time I got PQ and then I got another user called LM. So this way you can LM, PQ, Y, Z, MN, XY, AB, I got all the user. So this way you can keep on sending the request and you can keep on the data. Okay, so these things we are going to implement in our ServiceNow instance. So let's go to the ServiceNow and see these things. So this is our ServiceNow instance. In this ServiceNow instance, I'll go to this Flow Designer module, and then under this Flow Designer module, we'll be able to see our options to create a new data stream. So let's do that. So this is our Washington release ServiceNow. Here we will have an options called new button and option called data stream. Once you click this data stream options, you will be able to create a new action. Okay, so data stream is nothing but the pagination of the action. Let's say that Okta paged user. I'll put that Okta custom page user. Application is global as it is. You can change other properties and other things. I'm not going to change anything. I'll click that build data stream. Now once you click this build data stream, it is pretty much similar as you can see that in other normal action. But if I open this other action, let's see that action that I have built last classes called Okta custom get user. Let's see the differences first. The difference between that, here you can see that I need to add manually the rest steps, but if you go to this Okta, by default there are multiple steps are added. So this action pre-processing, request, parsing, these are automatically added. These sections are automatically added, which was not there in our normal actions creation. So let's go back to this action processing. You can see that what are the 3 options we have. First is the retrieve info enable. Here you can get the connection information. You can enable pre-processing script to be get the processed. So these things I am not going to do anything. Here under the request you have a options called which type of request it is. You can enable the pagination. So as we are building this data stream, because of this pagination, we are definitely going to enable that. Then we have a parsing method where we are going to parse the data. So first I'll go to this request, and then what type of request it is, I'll select the rest and click OK. And then is it going to be enable the pagination? Yes, I'll click the enable pagination. So 2 things I have done: select the rest steps and then enable the pagination. The moment we select the rest step, by default rest steps created, and the moment we click that enable pagination, the pagination is turned on. Here right now we don't have any script. We have a template. You can click the view template, and this is the out of box template. So far we can apply that. Now under this rest you can define the connection and aliases. Let's say that I'm going to select the same thing here called define connection inline. I'll select the define connection inline, and then here I'll select that Okta custom. This is the base URL. I'll select that base URL, this one, and put here. And then here we can put this resource path. I'll copy and then paste as a resource path. Okay, and do we did anything? No, I have not done anything. So this is the what I have set. Let's save that. So after you save that, if you try to click the test, let's see what is happening. So if I click this test button, and if you see it's processing, and you can see I'm getting an internal server error. So I am getting an internal server error because other than setting up the rest steps, I have not done anything. Like I have not done the split steps. I have not done any scripting. I have not defined any output, right? So I have not done anything basically, right? So what I'll do, I'll open the Postman. So as you can see that I'm getting ID, status, as well as I can get that first name, last name. These are the information, right? So let's say that I'm going to get ID, status, and then first name, last name. So these are the information I'm going to get that at that moment. So let's do that. I'll go here. I'm going to create a object here. So I'll create an object. This is the object. Inside that I'll put the type equal to object here. This should be object, not the array object. This should be object. Under this object, what we are going to get that? We are going to get the first name. So one object is the first name. Then we have the last name. So all the name are updated now. If I go back here under this split step, we have JSON because we are going to receive. Here we are going to put the dollar. What do you mean by the dollar? Because if you see that I am getting a response in an array, and if there is any extra key inside that, then I need to define the key. But here there is no key need to be defined, so I'll put the dollar sign. And then in the script, you can see that there are already predefined scripted they have uses. So this is the script they have uses. I will just uncomment this line. So I'll do uncomment this line. So input.source item, this is nothing but this is the source item that I'll receive that. Then after that we are going to parse that, and this is the target object dot f name, which is nothing but our case is that first name, last name, still status, ID. So these are going to be the name. So first name is that the first name. Then we have last name. So these are the object we have: first name, last name, status, and ID. And from where we'll get that? This will get from that response that we'll get as a split parameter. We'll get that. So first name will become as a, if you see that the response, the first name is coming under profile, then first, then name. So there is no underscore. So we'll put that profile dot then this first name. So this is coming as a response. So we'll put that. Okay. Then similarly last name will become like that. So we'll copy that and paste here under this last name, and last name will become here called last name. So we'll copy and paste that. Okay. Name, we have status. Status is directly object, direct object. We'll copy that status and paste here. So we'll put that status, and then ID will copy this is a direct object. Will copy and paste here called ID. Okay. All right. So this mechanism, or this is the setting mechanism, is done. So we are setting that value into these objects here. We are setting here. So we can see, you can see that these are the value we are setting. Now let's save and test that. So far we have not done anything for the pagination. If you see that we just go to this request, I just turned off this enable pagination, and here it is a blank right now. We'll do that later part. Let's save that and see that we are actually getting all the data in a proper way or not first. So let's test that. So we have received, we have actually able to process the request. Previously it was giving that error. You can see that it's one page right now, and if you see that output, we got a first name called A, another first name is called XYZ, then MN, W, P, L. We actually get all these status data together. So at a single request we got that 7 requests. So index 6 is mean that 7, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So all the response we have received right now. What we need actually, we need to be enable the pagination. So we need to be enable the pagination so that it can page, and instead of getting all this together, we can get per page 2 requests. Okay. So let's do that. To do that, what we'll do that, we just enable this paginations, right? We'll go and then first we'll click this view template and apply this template. Now if I open this Postman, you can see that if I put this limit equal to 2, or if I'm putting that limit to under this header, I'm getting a value called after, and then this is the cursor point that I'm getting that. So that I need to be passed in a next call, right? So this is the things we need to be grab in our service now. So we need to be grab the headers in our service now. So first we need to be grab these headers. So let's do one thing. I'll just remove all these stubs here. So actually we don't need this template event. So I'll just remove this code from here, and here I will remove this one also. Okay, so all these things I have removed. Here if I go back to this rest, and here I need to put the limit. So let's say that I'm going to put that limit equal to 2. This is the fixed, we know. We'll put that limit equal to 2. Now under this pagination setup, we need to be, if you recall that I was putting that after, and then in the after we are putting this value, right? So we need to declare a variable here. So we'll click here and then put that variable name called after, and this value should become from the script. So we need to be dynamically get this value after, and then that we need to be put here. Okay, so let's do that. To get that, let's say that I'll put that call var headers, and then I'll put that call page response, then dot, then I'll put call response, and then in underscore we have a options called headers. So this will give me all these headers. And what headers we need? We have multiple headers. In between we need the link component, and if you see that we are getting two link. One is that without after, and one is with after. So we need the with after. So what we'll do, I'll put call here call link this one. Okay, and let's say that this will return me an array. So I'll go to this for loop, and then I'll put call var I equal to 0, and then I less than headers dot length. Then I'll put I plus plus, and then I'll go and then find out that header equal to, I'll put that call headers dot I. So this will give me an list of headers which name is called link, and this will go and for loop that, and we'll get header one by one. I'll put the gs.info here for the time being, and put let's say that header, and see what kind of header we are getting. So let's test that, and we should be able to see these headers in our log statement. So if I go back to this logs, you can see that we got two headers. One is this is the header, another header, this is the another header. So in between we need to have the header which have the after. So what I'll do here, I'll write little bit more code. So if header index of, and then I'll put call after equal to something is there, then that header we needed. So we'll put that and put one more info here. So we need a header where have that info. Okay, let's test that, where we have after equal to, and let's see if we got that headers or not. So we actually have to be put that call index of, or O will be in capital, index of more than -1. So it means that this header is find out. So let's test that, and let's see that we got this header. Right now you can see this is the header we got. Now we need to be split that. So let's split that. Okay, so let's say that I will put that call where after index equal to empty. Okay, so what we'll put that, we'll put that call after index equal to then header, then split, then the split object will be called after equal to, and then I need this one index. So we'll put call one index here, and again we'll split with what we'll split with call this one limit, so we'll put that, and this time I will take 0. So what I am looking for, I am trying to grab this value. Okay, so I'm trying to grab this value. First I'll do a split with after equal to. If I get that, I'll take this is the left part, this is the right part, I'll take the index of 1 and then I'll split that with this one and I'll take the 0 part, the left part. Okay, so let's print that after index and test that and go to these logs. We got this value, so this is the things we need to be pass that. So what I'll do after this for loop, so after this for loop, if after index is present, then I will put that call variables dot this get next equal to true. It means that it should go to this next page, else I will put call get next equal to false. And if it is find out, what I will do that I will put call this after this one, so I'll put that variables dot after, what should be the value of this after, we should put this after index, so this should be our value. And here under the rest message we are assigning these variables value after equal to this one, and here under this rest we'll put call plus after equal to, this after should come from pagination objects, we can directly drag that. Okay, so let's test that one more time. If we click test, it should give me that pagination format data. So let's see. So as you can see that we are doing pagination and we are calling multiple time. It is taking little bit time because we are hitting the server multiple time. And if you see that result, total count is 20, page count is 17, which is not expected because our page count should be 4, because each page have 2 and total count have total data is 7. So 2 divided by 7, maximum 4 page should be there. So this is the wrong thing. Let's see what happens here. So if I go back here and then in the page setup, let's put a log here called gs.info and then let's put that line 13 and then I'll put the plus sign and then I'll put this after index. So what is happening here? So let's put that and click test. If I go and check the logs here, you can see that I am getting this line 13 to multiple time, 2 2 2. I am getting this multiple time 2 2 2. So this index is keep on repeating, that 2 index is repeating, keep on repeating. What I'll put that, I'll put call and here and then I'll put that variables dot after not equal to 2. So if it is 2, it means then it's ended, because some reason that Okta is returning me 2 after. So once your page is end, also it is giving me 2. So I'll put that variables dot after not equal to 2. If it is 2, it means that page is ended. I'll save that and test that. Let's see what happens. So I'll click the test and run test. Go to this execution. Open this data stream. You can see this time we are able to fetch the 4 data correctly with 7 data count. So 4 page, 7 data count. Each page have 2. You can click that and then in the first page we can see that what response we got. We can check that this is the first in this first page we got a response called ABC and there is a XYZ. So this you can check that. So this way we can, this is the page 1, this is the page 1, you can go to this page 2 and then you can go to this page 3 like that, and you can, I know it's create a pagination, and each page have 2 record, and this case you can see MNV and then WY. So this is a keep on keep on doing the paged thing, and that helps you to stay login, not to timeout, and that's a best practice for ServiceNow to get huge kind of data. You should use the pagination. So that's it for today. If you have any question, let me know in my comment section. Thank you very much. Have a great day.